What's up, Ryan? How's it going, man? You do not skip a beat, 9 a.m. sharp. You know it, man. What's up, Coop? How's it going, bro? Chart's looking nice this morning. Appreciate the gifts, dude. Appreciate that. Wow, that's a big gift too, man. Appreciate that a lot. Times 20. What are you trading? This is S&P futures. S&P futures. Buy. Yeah, I am bullish right now. Waiting for market open though. What up? What up? Thanksgiving was good, man. I got to spend a lot of time with the family. Spent a lot of time with the girlfriend. Nice little, very brief break from schoolwork, although a lot of it was, I didn't really get a break from schoolwork, but it was nice to be away for a little bit. Appreciate the gifts, man. What up, Hunter? DJ, what up? Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. Nice to get off the charts. Yeah, it was nice to have a break. Very nice to have a break. I feel like you look tough, Paul. Thoughts on today? I am a little bullish, at least off the bat. But I think overall, potentially a bearish day. Potentially. We're in a bullish daily right now. This is the daily. The 4 hours bearish right here. This gap above us. You know, although we do have this bullish inversion underneath this 2 hour, same thing, bearish. We do have news at 10, I believe. Yeah, PMI at 10. So, just gonna stay patient. Trying out, went ahead and snagged this indicator from PJ that they put out. Not that. That. And I'm gonna tell you what, man. Last night, where was it? It's up here, I think. Am I still on my paper account? I'm still on my paper account, so I'll show you the execution marks if it'll have it. It's not going to show it for some reason. I took this short and it played out perfectly, dude. I took it on paper. I wasn't going to trade outside of my window, but kind of wild. Which shows me, I hate that trade 1500. Yeah, it played perfectly, man. Anything that's A+ and up has been hitting pretty aggressively. This one didn't play out very well right there. Actually, that was another short, I think, wasn't it? Or was that a long? It was long. But anything A+ and up with this indicator has kind of been playing out pretty well. I just noticed I need to sign into my account, sign out of paper here. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna hide the screen real quick. One second. Here we go. Yeah, that indicator's pretty wild. What's up, Tyrone? How's it going, man? Did you get the TPT payment? Yeah, the TPT ended up paying out Wednesday, I think. Yeah, Wednesday. Yep. How much did the indicator cost? It's 100 a month, man. It's kind of steep, but you know, we'll. Why is this? What's this doing? This? Go away. Yeah, it's 100 a month. What's the name of the indicator? You got to go sign up through PJ's. He's got a link in his bio on Instagram or on TikTok. It's called an IFVG model, and then it's PJ Trades. It's not my indicator. It's PJ's. I was talking about Kyle. I was just talking about this indicator PJ put out last week. I've been trying it out. Last night took a paper short, took this short. I mean, it's been pretty spot on. I watched it on Wednesday and on Friday, and it was, yeah, it pays for itself within one trade. three. Well, if I had taken that trade on my TPT account last night, which is the daily payouts, it would have been. I only did 5 micros, which was, it ended up paying like $600 times. It would have been times 5. So I mean, would have paid for itself many, many times over. Trading ES or NQ today, it depends on what the what looks better in terms of setups. Most likely ES, but we'll see. We shall see. Can you show the indicator? Yeah, it's right here. I don't know if you can get a real good full view of it on TikTok, but you can definitely see it over on the, as soon as it loads, on the YouTube. It's kind of cut off here on the TikTok, but it shows like pretty much everything you need. If you're trading ICT, it shows, it's pretty crazy, dude. What's up, Fox? How's it going? Spent so much last week on book mapping. Yeah, dude, my monthly expenditure on like subscriptions for stuff is pretty high, but I mean, most of it gets covered in about a day. Like one day of trading, one winning day typically covers my whole months of subscriptions. What is trading ES? ES is a futures indice. It's S&P 500 futures. So ES is just a chart. NQ is NASDAQ. ES is S&P 500. You gotta pay for it. B3. You got to go to PJ's, either his TikTok or his Instagram, and click the link in his bio, and it'll take you to a page where you pay for it. He walks you through how to do that, but that's the name of it right here. IFVG model, PJ Trades. I'm not going off of the indicator right now. I mean, this is a long setup that is going on here, I think, but I'm just waiting for the market to open. We'll wait for the market to open. I'm not gonna fade the indicator, but I'm also not gonna solely rely on it. I still trust my ability to analyze the market. I'm still using Bookmap. The indicator is not tied into Bookmap. There have been trades that I've seen where it doesn't, it fails. It's not 100%. So we're not just going to blindly be, going off of the indicator. Yo, B3. I just showed you 3 times, dude. This is the name of it right here. And you can't just search it up and get it on TradingView. You got to go to PJ's Discord to get it, or PJ's TikTok. Go to his TikTok, PJ Trades. Click the link in his bio. It'll take you through how to get it set up. Yo, how was Thanksgiving? Hope you had a good time. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, it was a good Thanksgiving. It was good to be around family. Good to have a little break off the charts. Do you know PJ personally? I haven't met him in real life yet. He's moving pretty close to where my girlfriend lives, actually, so we plan on getting together. But I've known him in terms of the trading community since before he got. I mean, I hate to be that guy. Like Oh, I've known you since day one. I mean, I got in pretty early on his stuff, so I've known him for a while in terms of the trading community since way before he blew up. But I'm not. I don't want to be one of those guys like, bro, I've known you day one. He's a good dude, though. What you talking about, Reaper? Never seeing me on Top Step again. Best dish that I ate. Man, all of my mom's cooking is amazing. So I don't know. There was stuffing, you know, everything was good. Stuffing is probably my favorite with a bunch of gravy. What's up, Rome? How's it going? Made 1K on gold last night. Oh, you're trading Forex, Reaper? You trading gold or Forex? So you think we're gonna try to hit the fair value gap on the 1 hour if we are bullish? I think that there's is it a 4 hour that's sitting above us? Yeah, I'm interested. This is a 4 hour chart right here on ES. I want to see how we dig into this. We've already dug into it and rejected out of this inversion right here at the London high. Kind of want to see. That's also why I'm not blind long in this. It's like we are in a bullish daily gap here, but this 4 hour is bearish above us, 2 hours bearish above us, 1 hour obviously bearish inversion and bearish gap. So we'll see how it goes. We're just going to take what the market gives us. Checklist book map, good combo. Yeah, it is, Coop. Yeah, I think it should be interesting to see how everything goes. Yeah, this is TradingView. Rome, I've seen some people saying something like that, which is interesting to me in terms of they've said December is usually a slow month. That's actually not true. I've seen some people who I greatly respect their opinion. I don't know how they're getting that wrong, or maybe we just disagree about what slow is. But if you look at it historically, December is actually one of the best months especially for the S&P 500. It averages a growth of 1.3 to 1.5%. It's usually in the second half of the month, which is kind of weird because that's when Christmas takes place. But December in and of itself is anywhere from 1.3 to 1.5% growth historically. What's up, Ty? How's it going, man? What's up, Zach? Q4 is the best in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I had pretty good success with it. What's up, Jeff? How's it going, man? We do have a lot of news. I didn't put up a video. I meant to do that last night. I didn't put up a video about the news this week. We do have a lot of news this week, including today. Yeah, I don't blame you, Rum. Yeah, I don't know why I honestly, I meant to ask somebody that I saw post about that, what his thinking is there. I mean, the guy that I saw, he's been trading longer than I have, so I only have 4 years of my experience, but also, I mean, you can go pull up data, even if you weren't trading at those times, and see. I've never performed bad in December. Yeah, I haven't really either. Zach, it was a great Thanksgiving, man. It was good to see family. Saw a lot of my family. Saw all my brothers. Saw my parents, girlfriend, her mom, a bunch of my cousins. Well, not my cousins, but I did see some of my nieces and nephews. So it was good. What do you mean, Tony? What time? This is the 1 hour chart. I was just looking at the gaps. This is the 15. This is ES right here, though, not NQ. End of September got me, Rome, and it wasn't due to the market. I can't blame the market. It was just because I guess I broke my rules and I lost my head a little bit for some reason in September. So we've bounced back since then. Nice, man. Are they local? Was that pretty close to you guys, or do you have to travel? Yeah, Rome. I'm trying to. If you can mitigate those happenings, you're way better off, man. They still happen though. I mean, I'm just glad I wasn't on personal capital when that happened. There you go. Yeah. You entered at 25 to 43. Nice. Pretty close to the entry for this indicator. It's only an A setup though. Should I trail my TP? Absolutely, yeah. Is the indicator worth it? We'll see, man. So far, I'd say yeah. I've taken like 5 gold trades in my life so far. I think I'm 3 for 5 on gold. So not terrible, but it is herky jerky, man. It's one of the reasons I like ES. I feel like it's a lot more fluid. Worried about news? 10 o'clock news? Not worried about it. We'll definitely want to be making sure. I'm trading funded, so I can't be in a trade when a minute before, during, or after the news. So I'm gonna have to be flat once the news comes out, but we'll see. Asia session is, yeah, Zach. That's that's when I've traded it. Um, I haven't disliked it. It is just a little bit, does not move like ES, so it's not as mellow. Depends on the firm you're with, Reaper. Yeah, TPT does not allow you to be trading during news. There you go, Jay. Are you in a trade? No, you'll know when we're in a trade. You'll see it on the chart. Yeah, anytime I'm in a trade, you'll see it. What's up, Randall? I hope you had a good time on the cruise, K1. Sounds like a nice way to spend Thanksgiving. There you go, Talk. Man, my man gets a new job, starts passing evals. What are you studying in school? Majoring in economics, minoring in Japanese and real estate. Hey, I was kind of worried from the trade because I saw other live TikTokers entering short. Well, looks like you got out at the right time. Appreciate those gifts, guys. I just saw that. Coop, appreciate that. Appreciate all the likes and the gifts. You guys are awesome. Brian, I'll pray for you, man. You got this. Do you think Price would want to take out Asia High from last night on NQ? Very well could. That would be a target. London High's up there too. You know, we have London High up there. Then you had the buy side from when the market opened at 6 last night. So if we're long today, then that would definitely be the target. We're kind of seeing some rejection here out of these. We're in a daily. Right now, we're in a daily bullish gap, delivering out of a bearish daily gap. We got a bearish 4-hour gap there. This is NQ. And then a bearish inversion, another bearish inversion, another bearish fair value gap. So, and this is the 1 hour. So we're gonna have some resistance on the way up if we are long on the day. And it's pretty much the same. Look, it looks the same on ES minus the bearish daily. We're in this bullish inversion, bullish daily here. So we'll see how it goes. We're just gonna be patient, let the market show its hand, and then react accordingly. Honey Badger, which indicator are you talking about? For the sessions, it's called ICT Kill Zone and Pivots. It's right there. I appreciate that, eh? Arthur, what up? Might wait till news to trade. Very smart. Very good idea. Highly recommend doing that. I would imagine price is going to kind of be a little bit boring. I mean, maybe you get a spike up or down, a spike or a dip right at the market open, but I think the action is going to come during and after the news. News is at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Do you use TradeSync? Yeah, I do. I do. Highly recommend them. I do have school today. I got finals this week, dude. Got a ton of stuff going on. I have class at 11 today. What's the news about? It's PMI, scheduled economic news. Should always. I can't trade news, John. I'm trading funded accounts, and TPT doesn't allow you to do that. Tony, before each day starts, before you trade, you should always go to forexfactory.com and see what the scheduled economic news is for the day. Red folder news events, USD red folder news events are what you should really pay attention to. And you need to make sure that if you're trading prop firms that you're aware of their rules. Some firms don't allow you to trade during news. So it's always good to be aware of not only what the rules are, but what news events are happening that day. What are you looking for news-wise? I have no idea, man. I'm not really into. I don't try to predict the news or the reaction to the news. I just take what the market gives and just tell your professor you made 100 bands this month. You won't. Yeah, I don't know that they would. I don't know that would help me. Appreciate that, Zach. Appreciate that, man. When should I use TradeSync? Like, how many accounts should I have? I use it because I trade over different firms. I think it also helps when you're trading multiple accounts, because if you're using, say you're using the same firm, but you're you're trading like 5 accounts or 6 accounts, when you're trying to copy trade those with trade of 8, when you're trying to have to calculate the different contracts and all that, kind of gets annoying. So being able to focus on just one account, you know, and having it copy over is really helpful. Can you have a trade that goes through news? If it's, no, you can't hold through news. Can't. A minute before, during, or after, you have to be flat. How do you mark Asia high and lows? ICT kill zone and pivots. This indicator marks out, it shows you the sessions, and then you mark them out manually with the Ray tool. How long does it take you to pass? It depends on what the firm is. I mean, consistency rules and all that. I typically, the way I've been doing it the past couple months, man, I've just been like a robot, not trying to change my strategy based on a eval or a funded. If I'm trying to pass an eval, I just copy it in there with my fundeds, and I typically have been averaging about $600 a day per account. So if I'm trading a 50K eval, it'll take me 5 days to pass it. Appreciate that, Zach. What's up, Dan? Doing great, man. Negative 40 feels like last night. I need to get out of here. Book map is pretty thin. Plant's been sitting in the sun. The plant, Mr. Plant has been getting his sunlight. You guys shamed me into it. Muhammad, what's up, man? Yeah, he's sitting in the sun. Hugo, what up? Good to have you, man. Thanks for being here. Ralph, I was just answering that. I put my evals in with my fundeds, and I don't trade them any other. I don't change the way I trade with my evals, so I just copy them into my fundeds, and I typically have been averaging about 600 a day per account. So with that average, at that average rate, it takes me about 5 days to pass a 50K. I don't know if I believe that. You took it out back and let it down. He's sitting right there, man. What's up, Mike? How's it going, man? 1 minute. Arthur, Thanksgiving was great, man. A lot of time with family. It was good. It was good. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Jeff, I do, yeah. I do. I still follow the same strategy. You know, I don't like switching things up and getting too complicated or too cute. I've always end up tripping myself up if I try to change things up too much. What's your win rate? It's like 77% right now or something. $71.35. All right, here we go. No face, what up? Jansport, what up? Appreciate that, man. Are you trading live here daily? I am. How can I learn your strategy from any YouTube? I haven't put out any YouTube yet, but it's pretty basic ICT combined with order flow. heavily rely on Bookmap for my order flow. I use ICT principles to read market structure. This is this is ES Buddha. Appreciate that. Good to have you. Appreciate you being here. Plant is not dead. The plant is right there. Don't make me pull it out and show you guys. If I follow your trades every day on here, will I pass? If you follow what I tell you to, in terms of discipline and rules for yourself, that'll go a lot further than copy trading me. I mean, you can copy trade me, but what I highly recommend is, I mean, I try to help people in terms of their discipline and their psychology. I feel like that's the most important thing with trading. Appreciate that, Bez. Bez says, yes, I passed. Love this guy. Appreciate that. And is it Bees or Bez? Either way, you can probably speak for this if it's helped you. It's mostly the psychological aspect, would you say? I mean, it's not necessarily signal botting me. It's the patience. I feel like that goes further than anything else. All right, guys. This bitch is heavy. Plants right here. He's doing great. Imposter plan. You help with patience more than anything, even on the days you don't make any trades. Insurmountable improvement since started watching. Appreciate that, Coop. Means a lot, man. Yerkel the plant. He does look better, yeah. And spraying his leaves and wiping them down. And need a verse of the day. Amen. Let's see. The plant moves the market. He's the market maker. Am I in a trade? No, Peter. You'll know when we're in a trade. We're just letting price play out here. For, market just opened 4 minutes ago. So let's see. This is Psalms 12:1-5. The Lord is your keeper. The Lord is your shade on your right hand. Let me find another one here. Lamentations 3:22. You don't see Lamentations quoted a lot. Lamentations 3:22. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. I like that. Nice, Charlotte. News at 10? Correct. We got PMI at 10. You going long or short? We don't know yet. We're going to wait and see a setup. Wait for a setup to present itself. Forex Factory. Norris says, I'm alive. Good. I was worried about you there. I know it was touch and go. Matthew 18:3 through 4. Did you post it in the Discord talk? Might have blasted too much caffeine. If you're referring to it as blasted, then 100% you probably did. Truly, I tell you, unless you change and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Therefore, whoever takes the lowly position of this child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. Childlike faith. I love it. Matthew 18:3 through 4. You also got me off the vape when you said you threw it out the window. I did the same. There you go, Coop. That's huge, man. That's one of the hardest. It's crazy how hard that is. Hey, can you give me some advice from the gym real quick? I was sick for 15 days and was able to go back the other day, man. It feels good, but I should go slow getting myself back up. Yeah, don't push it. I wouldn't push it. Just one day at a time, man. One workout at a time. Slowly work your way back up. Don't try to. Also, it takes quite a while. 15 days. That's right there at the cusp of what it takes to actually start losing any sort of muscle mass. So you might feel weaker. Your ligaments and tendons might be a little bit, unused to you putting them through stress again. But in terms of your overall strength, you shouldn't have lost any real muscle mass unless you were like absolutely starving yourself. Appreciate that, Nora. Have a good day at work. I missed my entry. I blame Christian's plan. Lost 6 pounds. Most of that's not going to be, that's not going to be muscle though. I'm telling you, the science shows that it takes a lot longer than that to really lose, especially 6 pounds worth. So I know how it feels. It's a huge psychological barrier to get over, but just one day at a time, man. Make sure you're eating well, drinking plenty of water, getting good sleep, and you'll bounce back pretty quickly. Do you science-based lift? Sure. That's a strong rejection right there. Holy cow. I don't. I didn't go anything. I didn't go short or long. Pen and paper out in the gym. Nah, man. I like Jeff Nipper and those guys. JPG. Those guys. I love the physiological analysis that they provide, but sometimes you got to get in there and just throw some heavy ass weight around. When I quit college ball, I didn't work out for 2 years, struggled to lose the weight I gained. Yeah, dude, that's a huge problem for athletes, man, especially football players. Sounds like that might be what you're talking about. Football players, because they eat so much, man, because you're burning so many calories. You need it. That is a strong rejection. Holy cow. Don't forget, we got news in 20 minutes. I've heard about Rhett. I haven't tried it out, Missy. Kind of letting my body detox. I've been off of everything for a while now. I did start back my test and then I stopped it again just because I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just see I'm gonna go a while without it, and I have definitely lost a good bit of mass because of it. But I'm kind of just letting my body detox and um, kind of reach baseline again. I just have to take it once a month to maintain now. There you go. I just use protein powder. Yeah, dude. Zach, that honestly, 99% of the population, if not 100% of the population, in terms of non-competing individuals, that's all you really need. Although peptides, man, the more research I do on them, the more I'm convinced that they're going to be the future of a lot of ailments and stuff. The science behind peptides is interesting to me. That's the only thing, yeah, Luke. I'm not 100% about the long term. Although, if you look at the science, behind it, it makes you wonder how the true, solid, well-made peptides. It's basically an engineered or a modified amino acid to an extent. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it is, and I don't know. To me, it's like what you think to yourself. Well, what are the potential negative side effects that we're not thinking of here? And I can't. When I sit there and think about it, and I try to explore that, I don't know that I can come up with any. It's not like other things where it's like, oh, steroids damage your liver and your heart and cause, calcification of your arteries and things like that. I don't know. You don't get that sort of risk with peptides. But you're exactly right. What are the long? I don't know that they've been around in terms of in mass usage. I don't know that they've been around long enough to see what the real uh, long term effects are. It'd be interesting to see. I'm not on peptides right now. No, I've never taken peptides before. Interesting. Green Boy, that's an interesting thing. One of the peptides Green Boy's talking about is a rapid growth supplement. It grows everything. So it could potentially grow negative cells too, like cancer. It's interesting. I'm making a beat. Oh, I see what you're saying. This I get. uh, I got a buddy, Brian. He makes music, man. I know exactly what. I'm sat in the studio watching him do this, so I see what you're saying in terms of this looking like a. I forgot the software name, but yeah, I know what you're saying. Sorcerer. That's funny. What's up, Nick? How's it going, man? You housing it? Yeah, dude. We're using it. CJC 1295 is bad for cancer history. Same with MT2. Is that because of what we're talking about, Mike, in terms of causing the rapid growth of those negative cells, of those bad cells? I wonder how fasting would benefit that, because fasting, the idea behind autophagy, which is what is induced by fasting, is it's supposed to clean out those cancerous cells. It gives your body time to basically, instead of digesting food, it says, okay, now we need to feed off of things, and it goes and tries to eat up the negative or the bad cells, the cancerous cells, and any other junk in your system. What's my daily supplements? Right now, just creatine, man. I haven't even taken protein powder, to be honest. I have a ton of it in there, but creatine's the only daily supplement that I take. Creatine, magnesium glycinate, vitamin C, fish oil, zinc. Those are what I take on a regular basis, on a daily basis. I do regular intermittent fasting. Yeah, typically every day, to be honest. From about 7 o'clock at night until I don't eat lunch typically until 11, 12 o'clock the next day. Although I kind of break my fast when I have my coffee around 8 o'clock. So, because I do put cream in there, so it cuts out the fasting on that. So, I guess you could say from 7 o'clock at night until about 8 in the morning. I'm about to start doing this thing where you do a 48-hour fast every month or so. I think that would be helpful. After 100 hours, 500 times, yeah, 500x cell growth. That's interesting. Could Bookmap be the difference? I think it is the difference, 100%. This indicator is PJ's indicator. This is the name of it, but you can't just search it up and get it. You have to go to his page, either his TikTok or his Instagram, and it's $100 a month. But so far, I would say from what I see, it looks like it's worth it. Do you recommend Mexican manufactured supplements? No, I don't. I don't recommend anything black market. I recommend, or even, I mean, I don't trust where they don't have the same standards that our country has, although you can make an argument that our country is whack too. But anytime I take a supplement that's other than just like what you buy at the store, if it's prescribed, it's from a doctor. I say it is worth it, Jeff. I say it is worth it so far. Took a trade on paper last night with it. Took this short right here, and on 5 micros made $600 and something on paper. I wasn't gonna trade my regular accounts, but yeah, I'd definitely say so far it's worth it. TPT has been having a deal going on. I think it's still running, where I think it's only 30% off. But the way that it works is when you take your first payout, they give you the cost. It's 30% off, no activation fee, and you get the cost of your eval back with your first payout. Took London high on ES, have not taken it on NQ yet. Be interesting to see if we get a short setup here with this sweep. They're giving 80% off right now, D? Is that what you said? Holy cow, man, I didn't see that. I'm still seeing 30% off. 30% off, no activation fee, 100% initial test refund with first payout. Code no fee 100. BCS, what you said, can I tell you all the add-ons, packages you need for Bookmap to successfully trade ES and NASDAQ? Yeah, I think Coop just got you there. Global Plus and CME, that's all you need. And then there's stuff you can add on to the chart, like in the software. The only one that I really use is Liquidity Marker and Bookmap Lite, or excuse me, Trade Map Lite. Those are the two where it says configure add-ons. Those are the only two that I have added to my chart. I think that's really all you need. Keep it simple. Why would I think shorts on ES? Sweep this London high. We're tapping into this 1 hour inversion here, bearish. 1 hour gap above it. We tapped, getting ready to tap into that. So it'd be interesting to see if we reject it out of this and go lower, or just continue pushing up. This 30 minutes above us here too. PJ's indicator has that marked out. Still a bunch of liquidity higher here on the Bookmap though. Does CME data show icebergs? I think you have to pay for that separately. I think you have to. I know what you're talking about with the icebergs because Rips uses that, but I haven't added that to my. I haven't added that into my chart yet. Let me see real quick. I had to check. B3 iceberg subchart. I think you have to pay for that separately. So you'll have to look around on Bookmap's website because it's grayed out. For some reason, when I pull this up, it doesn't show you what I'm looking at. But I have the Bookmap plugins manager pulled up, and the B3 iceberg subchart is grayed out. It says plugin not allowed by your license. So clearly, I have to pay for that separately. Stops and icebergs on chart also grayed out. You have to pay for that separately also. That's the NQ Bookmap right there. This is what it looks like with just regular Bookmap data. And then this is the light map right here, which kind of filters out a bunch of the noise. So you got that, and then you got that. Noise is filtered out with this one. No, Peter, we're not in a trade. We got news in 8 minutes. I was talking to the YouTube, Big R and Joseph. The guys on YouTube are looking at the Bookmap. Does it sound like it's raining? Could be my PC. Big push right there. Or it could be my foot tapping on the floor. Does the news have a big impact? Lorenzo, yeah, I mean, it can. PMI typically causes a pretty, typically has a good little spike or dip. Samir, it was good. It was good. Not long enough, but it was good. Did I make this indicator? No, I did not. Bitcoin down 86K. Yeah, saw that. Good time to buy. This is the 5-minute chart. Lucid, I would wait, man. I would wait. Your setup can get completely negated with the news depending on how it comes out, what the print looks like. So I'd be really careful. Nick says 77K on Bitcoin is the time to buy. Can see that. Strong push here. NQ just took London high. Appreciate that, Lucid. Appreciate that, man. What's the indicator? It's PJ's indicator. It's this is the name of it, but you can't just look it up and get it. You have to go to his page and pay for it. It's $100 a month. XRP's a scam. I don't know much about it. I see people hyping it up a lot. Does it actually work? So far, yeah. I mean, this short I took, was it that short? Yeah, last night I took this short and it played out. It was kind of wild. Yeah, I took it on paper. No, this isn't Lux Algo. This is it's this one. It's this indicator. ES Bookmap is getting lit up right now. Both directions. We didn't pass Asia. We passed London on NQ. That's London. Asia's up here. Took too long. Is it working on GC? I haven't tried it on GC. I have not tried it on GC. That's Asia on NQ, Nick. 25,471. On ES, it's 68,5450. The BSL is buy side liquidity, and I put that in there. That's not from his indicator. That's from the 6 o'clock when the open. That was the high point at the open. 6:15, I think, is, or 6:25. 2 minutes till news here. Order book's cleared out now. Pretty, a lot clearer than it was. What's up, Nathan? How's it going, man? Ray, and yeah, I use TradeAvate. I have TradingView opened right here, and then on the second half of my monitor, I have TradeAvate. How do you determine what news will do? You just wait and watch. I don't try to predict. Order book is super cleared out now. 30 seconds here till news. It just marks it out for you, Jeff, and it rates the setup. And if there's anything, to me, I think if you've been trading this strategy for long enough, you might not get the most benefit out of it other than just added confidence that you're seeing things correctly. But if you're a person that's just started trading ICT strategies and these particular setups, then it's super helpful with learning how to spot these things and what to look for. Three seconds here. Let's see what happens. Bookmap completely empty, except some orders at 68.45. PMI came in worse than expected, 0.8 of a point. It's just a print, John. If you go to Forex Factory, you can see what I'm seeing. No real reaction to that yet. Nice green screen. I think if I was using a green screen, it would look a little better than this. What source do you use? Forex Factory. You using PJ's indicator? I am, Nathan. Yeah. Christian, when is the book map setting video dropping? It's all I want for Christmas. It needs to be soon, man. A lot of liquidity coming in higher here. Orders flashing lower. Limit orders coming in higher here. Market orders flashing lower below us. Just bought 250K on Top Step and it won't load. Do I wait? Did I just get scammed? Nah, they're pretty good about that, man. They didn't scam you, but it sounds like they could be backed up. K-Pain, in my Discord, I have the settings that I have set for that, for the IC2 kills and pivots. You pay for it, and then it pops up, the PJ indicator, you pay for it, and it pops up under this invite-only thing, under this flux chart. You'll see it right here. So there's a whole video that he has that walks you through all that. I still don't know which direction this wants to go. The book map's lit up both ways here, so we're just going to keep sitting on our hands. Stay patient. It is lit up higher, but doesn't fall in line. Just blind long in this is not ideal. We haven't taken a trade, Henry. I like the idea of a short. I'm definitely not opposed to that idea. I'm going to clear out some of this stuff just to clean up the chart a little bit. Yeah, I'm definitely not opposed to a short, but I just want to, I'd love confirmation of that before I get involved. I have no confirmation. I do on the Hugo on the book map. It's not on there right now for some reason. It is on my other chart. It's not on the it's not on the light map for some reason. There it is. What's happening, guys? What's up, Doc? How's it going, man? Will you be making a plant indicator? Jack, it's not a new. You talking about the indicator? I'm going to be looking for my typical setup, and I'm just going to use the indicator to see if it's seeing the same thing that I'm seeing. So typically we look for a liquidity sweep, V-shaped recovery. I like to see a breaker or an order block, and a clear draw on liquidity in the other direction. Which, I mean, if you look at this checklist, it basically is looking for the same thing. So when this checklist pops back up, you'll see that it's, the checklist is, anybody who's been in here, you'll hear me go off of this checklist, and he has this indicator that's set up pretty much. You got, you know, liquidity sweep, high time frame, PD array, V-shaped recovery, inversion, clear opposite direction, draw on liquidity. SMT is an added bonus. What time frame? I like the 5 minute, but like I said, I've only taken, I took a paper trade last night with this indicator. I haven't seen, I mean, it seems like the 1 minute There's a lot of setups that pop up on the 1 minute. I do like to lower time frames for entries. I use the higher time frame as confirmation of direction. So we'll kind of play with it. Typically, without the indicator, I like to take 5 minute entries. The checklist does mark itself. Yeah, it's kind of wild. And it'll give you like TPs too, like take profit levels, and it's pretty wild. And it gives you, like, if you want, you can have the sessions. It'll show you the different sessions too. Like I have those turned off right now, but I have these all the way down because I mark out my sessions individually. But it's got a ton of stuff on here, dude. It's like an all-encompassing ICT indicator. It's kind of wild. It's ChristianTrades indicator. So this is the name of it. You go to either his TikTok or his Instagram and go to the link in the bio and you can get it. It's $100 a month. What's up, Jay? How's it going, man? Jace, you don't really need an add-on on Bookmap. I mean, if you got Global Plus and you have CME data, that's pretty much it. The only added thing inside of the software that I have where it says configure add-ons, I have liquidity marker. I have that turned on, and trade map light, which filters out some of the noise. Yeah, Ducati, you nailed it. Which one's the leading indicator, and is there a divergence basically? And like if one makes a new high and the other one doesn't, it starts going in the other direction. That's basically what an SMT is. That's a very simplistic explanation of what SMT is. Bookmap is definitely worth it, man. I would not want to trade without it now that I've gotten used to it. And if I removed every other piece of information from the chart, if I had nothing other than candlesticks, I would want Bookmap in conjunction with that. I think I could be pretty effective. I got to turn off the air. Maybe that's what you guys are hearing. John, I'm not worried about getting in this trade, man. I'm not seeing a setup yet that I'm interested in taking. Did somebody say 3D green screen? Yeah, it cracks me up. If I was using a green screen, I think I'd have a little wilder background than a kitchen with a coffee maker. What's up, Minnie? What's up, Sloan? This is Sloan. You are not him, bro. You're right, man. I don't know who him is, but I am not. I am me. You are not Andrew Tate. What are you seeing that makes you think I'm trying to be Andrew Tate? If it was a green screen, the plants wouldn't be dead. It's true. Mr. Plant would not be struggling. Because bald? Not fully where he is yet. Working on it, though. Samir says, where are the plants? Mr. Plant is in the sun. You guys shamed me enough into putting him in the sun. Appreciate you guys. Use TJR tactics. I think I think he trades ICT. So I mean, we're all pretty much in the same boat. His bro Bruce Wayne. TJR's recent methods seem to be just full port and pray. It seems like that's when he wants to trade well. He seems like he can really dial it in, man. But nice order block hit on the 1 hour. Yeah, I see you. Tapped into that 30-minute too. I'm not convinced of a short yet, though, especially with the way the book map looks. Change the sensitivity to 0.03. Does that help? Still loading. Better reads. Yo, happy holidays. What's up, Zach? Doing pretty good, man. Any chance we can see the book map? Yeah. Got you. Jonathan, that's book map right there. Yeah, I do have a book map promo code. It's CWT. You got to click my link and then use that code. What's up, Pete? How's it going, man? Can you do a glute spread? Wrong platform, man. That's on the OF. Lincoln Pie. Can I give a little explanation on the book map, what I'm seeing? There's not a whole lot going on right now on the book map, to be honest with you, man. NQ doesn't look good as good on the book map as ES does. Here's ES, and what I'm seeing is a lot of liquidity higher. You can see that here. I don't know if you can see my cursor moving around, but these you got limit orders stacked up here. You got 95 orders right there, 107 orders right there, 112 orders there, and then you can see these orders flashing. Pay attention to the numbers that are flashing right here, where the actual price is currently. You can kind of read that and see what orders are coming in. You can see green obviously are buy orders, red is sell orders. So you can get an idea of whether buyers or sellers are in charge. When you see me dialed in, if I'm in a trade and you see me just completely dialed in, that's what I'm really watching. I'm watching those orders flashing. But right now I'm not seeing anything that indicates, you see how we don't have a whole lot of liquidity underneath us here. You do have some orders flashing right at this level, but you don't have a whole lot of liquidity lower. Most of the resting liquidity is higher here. Price generally is attracted to these higher liquidity levels. So I would anticipate a move higher here. But, with the way that these orders are coming in, it's obviously moving lower. So that's why I'm just staying patient. NQ is not very decisive in either direction here. Let's see. This is NQ. So you have all these orders resting higher. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. All these orders resting higher, and then there's really not a lot going on here. It's kind of just empty. So what's the fancy chart in the corner? You talking about this right here, Pete? Oh, you can't see it. Hang on. You talking about this up here? How'd you get the liquidity numbers? So if you go to configure add-ons and then you hit manage add-ons, you can add liquidity marker, and then you can set the threshold for that, and it'll pop up with those numbers on the chart. That thing in the top right corner is, I think that's the Dom. Is that the Dom Pro that I have on? That might come on their standard, or it might be a setting. I'm not sure, Pete. I feel like I've had that on there since I first got Bookmap. Bookmap all in's about 100 a month, 110 around there. You can select time frames. Somebody just said, what time frame is it on? You can select time frames right here with this button, but I don't do that. I scroll on it. Like, you can scroll here and on the numbers right here to spread it out, and kind of get what looks best. To me, this looks best right here. It's the most clear. So it's not a specific time frame. Yeah, show NQ. That's NQ right there. Nothing convincing. Typically, this will be super lit up, and right now it's not. So there's nothing really convincing here. NQ will look it'll look like this, but even more aggressive, typically, if there's high volume. So price is, somebody said, how do you know where it wants to go based on that? Price is attracted to liquidity. So right now, my guess would be that it's going to want to push up to at least the 68.40 level and take out all this liquidity that's up here above us. Now, that's not always the case. It kind of does its own thing sometimes, but you see how we're getting some aggressive buying coming in there. I would think that this liquidity resting above us would be what price is attracted to. I've said it, I don't go off of a time frame. You can select a time frame for this, but that's not what I do. I scroll on this on the numbers right there, and I scroll right here to get the proper zoom. So this is how I determine the view. Are you live a lot during the week? Every day, man. First time doing a prop view val, I usually trade live and I'm trading on TradingView. Does it seem to be a few seconds delayed compared to, it does seem to be a few seconds delayed compared to your live account. It shouldn't be. Make sure you have live data. If you're paying for live data, or the firm should provide it, depending on the firm you're with, you should have live data. It's not super simple, but once you get a hold of it, Yevis, is that your name? It's definitely a tool that you need to have as a trader in your tool belt, in my opinion. Where did you learn Bookmap? I basically taught myself, dude. There's some YouTube videos, but none that are really all-encompassing of how to do it. Interesting. I don't like TradingView for executing trades. You heard? I like using Tradevate to execute my trades, and you'll see my Tradevate account is signed into my TradingView, so you'll see it. You'll see the trade on the chart here, but I like executing on Tradevate. I feel like it's the quickest execution platform. NinjaTrader is great too, but I'm more comfortable with Tradevate. That's his name, Kyle. You heard? Yeah, I definitely wouldn't like that. That 3-second delay, I definitely wouldn't like that. Ray, and you can, but it's just an order in the opposite direction for your trade. So it's not like here where you can. It's not as in depth, but basically it's the same concept. This is ES, Leroy. What confirmation are you waiting for? I'm waiting for what I would like to see is a dig deeper into this gap. I want to see us push up here to London high potentially, or Asia high, excuse me. But we're rejecting out of this 2 hour, rejecting out of this 1 hour. I'm just not convinced of a short here at this point. I want to just let price play out a little more. We're getting a bunch of orders coming in lower here. Which low? This swing low or this Asia low would be the target. Maybe even this low right here. That's the name of the indicator. You got to go to PJ's TikTok or PJ Trades Instagram, and the link's in the bio to get it. Yeah, of course, Lorenzo. 100 a month, Bryson. I'm on ES right now. If your chart's delayed, can you watch live charts? What do you mean, Kyle? How do you feel about the indicator? So far, I think it's pretty solid, man, especially for people who are just learning this trading style. I think it's definitely solid. I think it's worth it. I don't have any experience with CFDs, to be honest, Patrick. Yeah, you can do that, Kyle, but if your broker doesn't provide it, I'd pay for it, dude. You can get live data for pretty cheap, honestly. You really just want to have it. Do it right, you know what I mean? Pay the extra $10 or whatever, it is to get it. RJ, we're not trading options. This is futures. So longs and shorts for futures instead of calls and puts. There you go. You heard? Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I like Tradevate, man. So you can sign into your same account that you're signed into on Tradevate. You can sign into it on TradingView. So when you execute a trade on Tradevate, it'll populate here on TradingView. You'll see what you're in. So that's how I do it. I think that's what most people do. Do you play Arc Raiders? I do, yeah. Just started. I haven't really had time to play it, man. I'm like a level 5 or something, but I haven't had time. I really haven't had time. After this week, I should. Sorry. This nicotine pouch is hitting my throat, but after this week, I should have more time to play. I'm a this kind of hard to beat it. Hard to beat it. Would it not be a bad idea to enter shorts? You could, but I'm not seeing the market structure that's set up in the way that I would like to see to take a short. I mean, clearly price is going down here, but yeah, for me, anybody that's traded with me long enough knows I'm not. I want to be very convinced of a setup before I get into it. Can you open the 1 minute? Yeah, it's the 1 minute right there. And you are rejecting out of a 30-minute. You're rejecting out of a 1 hour right here. So there is, you know, this 1 hour is in there. I don't know if you can see that. Boom, there's the 1 hour. So there's definitely plausible reasoning to take a short here, but I'm not. Yeah, Bez just said it. We got all week. No rush. Make it go up. I'm trying, Evan. I'm trying. Some people want it to go down, though. They're targeting these lows, so I don't know. You guys have to figure that out. Miss Nuss Wintergreen, yeah, dude. Miss a nice big grizzly straight long cut, man. It's hard to beat that. Especially first thing in the morning on a cold morning, you get into your truck and one of the cans has been sitting in there overnight. It's nice and chilled. It's hard to beat that. You're in Vantage chart on TV? I don't know what Vantage is. This is ES. Why'd you switch your colors? I just like these better. Red has a negative effect psychologically on people. I mean, you could argue there's still red on the chart, but in terms of the candles, I like these colors better. You're gonna make me relapse. It's not worth it, man. Not worth losing your jaw over. Brady, I have a Discord that has all my settings in there. Name of the indicator is right here. But just searching this, you're not going to find it. You have to go to his. You have to go to ChristianTrades TikTok or his Instagram and follow the link in the bio. Weird question. What's the song you always be putting on your P&L with the? I don't know, man. TikTok puts it on there automatically. I sometimes am in class when I post those, and then I'll look at it later and be like, dang, I didn't even know there was a song playing. Sometimes it's goofy sounding. So I'm not sure which one it is, Nathan. How do you get to the candles? You double tap them. Double tap the actual candle, not the indicator. And then it pulls it up. Or you just right click and go to settings and then hit symbol. Does the Ford Pinto come with heated seats? No, man. No heated seats in the Pinto. I'll look back and see which ones I recently used after I stream, and I'll send it to you, Nathan. What was the name of the indicator? It doesn't really matter what the name is because you can't look it up. What you're gonna have to do is go to PJ's Discord or PJ's TikTok or his Instagram and get it from his bio. You can't just look this up on here. I gotta use the bathroom real quick though. I'm gonna go on mute real quick. I'll be right back. How many trades do you take per week? Depends on the week, man. We look for, you know, I'm just trying to find quality setups. So I like to take 1 or 2 trades a day, but not every day. I don't take a trade every day. All right, Lorenzo, I appreciate you being here. No, we haven't taken a trade yet. Bookmap isn't convincing in either direction here. I want to see us take some of a major liquidity level before I'm going to get involved with the trade. So what I wanted to see up here was this Asia high or potentially this Asia low get taken now. But you can make the argument that we could have gone off the London high that got swept. But I didn't. So Rome says I got cooked. What happened, man? You're long. Yeah. Yeah, man. Very true. Tomorrow's another day. Amen to that, Rome. Yeah, as long as you're not going to overtrade and end up blowing and making it worse. Nothing wrong with taking an L and just coming back tomorrow. I do, yeah, Jack. That's what I like to see. So if it takes Asia up here, I'd like to see a rejection lower. Or if it takes Asia down here, I'd like to see a rejection higher. But if we were to take Asia down here, I have a feeling that it would dump even lower than that. Same way, Brian. Go to go to canvas, go to settings, and then go to canvas, and then the background color is right there. Got stopped out at break even, 1 point away from TP. It's a rough start to the week. I have class at 11, Bows. I'm about to hop off of here. I got 5 more minutes, and then I got to get ready for class. Ray, and no, we haven't taken a trade. Do you tell when you're entering? Yeah, I do. And you'll see it on the chart, too. You're too zoomed in, Adam. You're too zoomed in on it. You got to zoom out. You got a scroll wheel on your mouse, scroll out on the with your cursor over the main chart, and then put your cursor over the numbers. Those are 2 different zoom features. So, or you can click and drag on the numbers, and that'll change how compressed it is. I have 20 Apex and 5 TPT. Main things I look for BCS are the orders, the rate that the orders are coming in, the aggression of the buyers and sellers, and also look for where are the major liquidity levels. So like where is the majority of the liquidity stacked up? And right now it's not, it looks like it's stacked up mostly above us here. There are some orders lower. But the aggression at which the orders are coming in is one of the major things that I look for. Yeah, I do, John. Yeah, I do. How's the rest of the day seem? I My initial bias has been playing out the way that I thought it would. I said I think we're bullish at the open, and then the overall day I think is bearish. So I would think that oh, we got an A plus set up here after. This is saying entry here on this. Interesting here. Interesting on this PJ Trades indicator. Let's see what it says on the 5-minute. That was the 15. No trade on the 15, or on the 5. No trade on the 1. Is it on the 10 too? Had that long on the 10. The short is showing on the 15 here with the entry right here. I'm going to put the entry in black so you guys can see that better. Let's see, entry, black. It'll change in a second. So there's the entry that it has. Stop loss is up there. It's interesting. I'm telling you, this indicator has played out well, so. And there's a 15-minute gap right there that it's playing off of. So it's bouncing off that inversion. Come on, PJ, pull porting down. I'm not taking this right now, so because I have to get off of here in 2 minutes to go to class. So if I entered this trade, I don't want to sit here and stress through it while I'm in class. So I would be inclined if I wasn't about to hop off the charts. But also, this is presenting on the 15 minutes, so I think this is going to be a longer trade here. I think it will play out, but like I said, I'm going to class here in 50 seconds, so. Need to go live in the PM. I got class in the PM, man. Yeah, it's a sell order. All right, guys, I got to roll here. 10 seconds. All right, I got to roll. I got to go to class. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be live doing the same thing. Hopefully we get a trade before I got to get off. Tomorrow I don't have class until later in the afternoon, so hopefully I can be live a lot longer tomorrow. So appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate the gifts. Appreciate the follows. Appreciate the engagement. You guys are awesome. You guys have a great day. God bless you. Pete, it's PJ Trades indicator. So if you go to PJ Trades Discord or TikTok, the indicator's in his bio. You can check it out. Appreciate you guys. Have a good day. Am I teaching? No, I'm a student, man. I'm in undergrad, so yeah, class to go to. You guys have a great day, though. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.